5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is About Space, America's return to space, with news and information on our U.S. space program. Is your host of About Space, David Denault.
Welcome, and thanks for joining me, and a happier new year. I'm David Denault. Today we begin space trivia, so get your pen and paper ready. Remember, you have until midnight tonight to submit your answer to info@aboutspace.today. In just weeks from now, the Perseverance Mars rover will touch down on the Red Planet. If you've been listening to our podcast, you've heard Elon Musk talk about his plan to colonize the Martian planet. But some scientists, like Amander Hendrix, say we should be looking elsewhere to Titan, a moon slightly bigger than our own that orbits Saturn. Amander Hendrix explains her plan for a colony on Titan rather than Mars, next on About Space Today. Are you ready to fly away on a dream vacation? For cruises and all-inclusive resort vacations, call D&D Cruise and Tours at 877-747-8631. That's 877-747-8631. And see us on Facebook, D&D Cruise and Tours, where your dreams become a reality. Ready for the first of 8 space trivia questions for a trip to the Space Coast? Here's our Washington Bureau Chief, Rick Potluck, with today's question.
Here's your first trivia question. Chuck Yeager just recently passed away at 97, the original Right Stuff man. General Yeager was the first man to break the sound barrier. What vehicle did General Yeager use to break the sound barrier back in 1947?
You'll have until midnight tonight to submit your answer to info@aboutspace.today. So why, all of a sudden, the idea of going to Titan and not Mars, which Elon Musk has his sights set on? Well, planetary scientist Amander Hendrix explains why it would be safer for human habitation.
I'm Amander Hendrix. I'm a senior scientist with Planetary Science Institute. First of all, I don't want to be too negative about Mars. I like Mars. I do think we should go there. Humans should go there to visit and check it out and do science. I just don't think it's a good place for living for long term. And the main reason is because of the radiation problem. And Mars offers no natural protection against the galactic cosmic rays. It has a thin atmosphere and no magnetosphere. So humans who intend to spend any long period of time on Mars are probably going to have to live underground or in some sort of devices that can shield them from the galactic cosmic rays. Titan, on the other hand, has got this natural shielding device, which is its nice thick atmosphere, because it's such a more appropriate environment for humans. Titan is really unique because it's a moon and it has a solid surface. It's mostly an icy moon, but it has this thick atmosphere, and it's unique because there's no other moon in the solar system that has such an atmosphere. The atmosphere is mostly nitrogen. It's about 1 to 2% methane. So one thing to point out is there's no oxygen in it. And so humans living on Titan would need to make oxygen to breathe. Shouldn't be a big problem because there's plenty of H2O frozen on the surface and in the subsurface. So humans could derive oxygen to breathe without a big problem. Perhaps a good option might be for them to try out a very temporary short-term colony of humans on Mars and use that as a stepping stone to Titan. Use it kind of as a practice run. I think that would be a great idea. But somebody like Elon Musk has got the resources and the smarts to be able to work on Titan and to make a colony there happen and to make the propulsion system happen. And so I think he should be thinking about Titan.
Well, Amanda may be right. With the resources available to SpaceX, shouldn't Titan be on the horizon after Mars exploration? Well, the answer may be just 4 years away as Elon Musk's planned mission to Mars. Thank you for joining me today, and I especially want to thank our more than 7 million listeners around the globe and in the USA, and we invite you to come on down and visit the Space Coast. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at AboutSpace.today and listen to our Friday news report, America in Space, with Rick Potluck from our Washington Bureau. And don't forget, share our program with your family and friends. Join me next Tuesday. I'm David Denault, and this has been About Space Today.